Thank you for joining me today on my channel. Today marks my 66th birthday, and I find it a most appropriate time to not only launch the Strategically Stoic channel, but to share the knowledge and wisdom I have gained on the journey to uncovering my mixed heritage through DNA. I enjoyed sharing knowledge through Stoic principles and biblical wisdom. By sharing such knowledge, it is my hope to inspire others to find and pursue their own passions and life purpose. One of the ways you can discover your mission in life is through genealogical exploration. My journey began in 1998, and since then has been profoundly shaped by the passage of time and the modern marvel of DNA technology. My exploration of identity on both my mother and my father's side has deepened my understanding of self, along with principles that are rooted in Stoic wisdom and biblical truths. In retrospect, I realize how much I yearned for a sense of identity as I wandered through the corridors of my history, but it wasn't until I embraced DNA exploration in 2020 through platforms like Ancestry.com, 23andMe, FamilySearch.org, and GenomeLink.com that the doors to my lineage swung wide open. With that in mind, allow me to share the 5 key benefits of embarking on your own journey of identity through DNA technology. Discovering your ancestry fosters a profound connection to your heritage. How much do you already know about your ancestors? What were their aspirations? What were their struggles? Did they immigrate? Did anyone become famous? Or perhaps you have an ancestor that became infamous. Are there any similarities between how they live to your own life today? Your heritage reveals not just who you are, but also where you come from. In times like these, we are looking to embrace a sense of community. Perhaps you will be able to find connection with how your ancestors built their communities, and by doing so, were able to survive and withstand unformidable challenges. Yet, in some cases, they were able to thrive and leave wealth and legacy for you and your family to enjoy today. As the Stoics taught us to understand our place in the cosmos, knowing your roots can instill a sense of belonging and purpose. The Apostle Paul eloquently stated in Acts 17, verse 26, "From one man he made all the nations." Understanding our connections can illuminate the path forward in our lives. Exploring your identity can often be a healing endeavor. Our vitality and life force comes to us by way of our parents, just as they acquired their vitality and life force from our grandparents. This cycle has repeated itself throughout the generations of mankind. According to author Mark Wolin, in his book, It Didn't Start With You, he writes, "When we have rejected, judged, blamed, or distanced ourselves from either parent, the reverberation are felt in us as well. We might not be consciously aware of it, but pushing a parent away is akin to pushing away a part of ourselves." As we confront family histories, both celebrated and painful, we can find closure and clarity. The Stoics remind us to accept the past with equanimity, understanding that every moment is a chance to grow. Knowledge equips us to make wiser choices moving forward. Sharing newfound knowledge with family can strengthen relationships. As you take a step-by-step approach in learning your genealogy, you will have the opportunity to share your findings with family members. Doing so will strengthen your relationships by fostering connection, encouraging open communication and mutual learning. Thus, you will have shared experiences that can build a bonded community. As we learn together, we create a tapestry woven with threads of shared history, fostering love and connection. This aligns with the biblical principle that we are all part of one body. Knowing our origins can enhance our appreciation for one another and the stories that bind us. DNA tells a story of our ethnicity, traits, and strengths. My maternal lineage has been traced back to 15th century England, where religious persecution could be punished by death or imprisonment. Our progenitor, William Bates, a Quaker, would later sail on a ship with his family from Ireland to arrive in what is now New Jersey. Some of his descendants would later be among the first settlers in Noble County, Ohio. As for my father's ancestral story, the Fields family, it tells of struggle and determination to break free from the bonds of enslavement and survival through Reconstruction period as farmers with roots found and documented within the 1890 Cherokee Nation census of Buncombe, North Carolina. Their descendants would accompany the Great Migration of the early 1900s and head north to pursue a life, settling throughout Muskingum and Guernsey counties in Ohio. The men of each generation and both family trees have served this nation throughout times of war, depression, and even times of civil unrest. Their pioneering traits of strength, resilience, courage, creativity, and resourcefulness resonate within me. The Stoics believe that understanding oneself is essential for virtuous living, while the scriptures remind us we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. Embracing our genetic tapestry can empower us to live authentically. Finally, understanding your roots allows you to build a legacy for future generations. We can build this legacy for future generations by providing a strong sense of identity, through strengthening family bonds, and by preserving beliefs, principles, and cultural traditions for the benefit of greater humanity. As custodians of our ancestry, we have the responsibility to pass on stories, values, and lessons learned from those who came before us. The Stoic principle of contributing to the greater good highlights the importance of this legacy. Remember the words of Proverbs 13:22. A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children. What if we uncover family secrets? While the journey of exploration is invaluable, we must consider the potential downsides of certain discoveries. Do you have a murderess in your family tree? Was one of your ancestors committed to a mental institution? Perhaps one or more of your distant cousins grew up in an orphanage during a period of war or plain old hard times. Alcoholism, drug addiction. While some of your family members might be receptive and understanding, and all of your hard work at research and finding this information, they may not necessarily be so agreeable with you sharing the information online, in a book, or within any other public domain. The quest can uncover unexpected truths that might challenge our perceptions of family and self. To some, it may be a grim reminder of mortality, an act of embarrassment, and ultimate shame to the family. Such findings could stir emotions of grief or betrayal. Ethically, we must tread lightly and take a compassionate approach when unveiling such discoveries, We must always remember that the lives of others are intertwined with our investigations. Respecting boundaries is paramount, as is the responsibility to navigate newfound relationships with care. In closing, my journey, once hidden in shadows, has blossomed under the light of knowledge and rejuvenation. It has given me a richer understanding of myself and my connection with those who came before me. It has also propelled me into my purpose and mission in life, which is to share the wisdom and knowledge I have gained through such an experience with others who, like me, have yearned introspectively to discover their identity. Through exploration, I learned that Stoicism is a philosophy and school of thought that offers us timeless principles that, if practiced in our daily lives, can help us navigate life's challenges with appreciation and gratitude for whatever life brings. Through exploration, I have also found the power of having a faith-based life that is strongly rooted in biblical wisdom, encourages us to seek God's guidance for a better understanding of our past and how to best embrace our present passionately as we discover whose we really are. Let's each embrace the idea of building a future that is enriched through not only discovering our identity, but by inspiring others to discover their own. As we do so, let's do it with compassion, connection, and build a genealogical community. As you ponder your own journey, I invite you to take that brave first step. You may find, like I did, that amidst life's turbulent storms, the journey toward understanding oneself is the most rewarding endeavor of all. Thank you for joining me today. If you have found value in this video, please comment, like, subscribe, and share. Remember, the path to self-discovery is a noble quest. May you find peace and clarity in yours.